here, back again in downtown LA. Good news is the traffic here is not that bad.
All right, guys, we're now heading to Figueroa. We have to go around because of the construction. We finally found the entrance.
Yeah, this is a new entrance.
LA Convention Center. Good morning.
Morning. What's up? Hi.
Good morning.
Hi. Morning. Yay, we made it.
We made it. Here's all the cars now.
So this is a new entrance. Wow, this is a new entrance. Because normally they have another entrance somewhere back there, but it was under construction. So this is a new entrance. So here we are now.
Yep.
Okay, so we're just waiting.
After we went around like twice.
This is our second time now going around
Yeah.
this whole facility.
Yeah, so we're heading here at SPOCOM 2026.
Their 20th anniversary.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is it, guys.
All right, let's go. We checked in.
We already got our bracelets, our
judging sheet. And then we're now almost inside.
And they're fast.
I know.
Wow, they have a good system here. Normally, when we're here at the LA convention, oh my gosh, sometimes it takes like about an hour or more to get in. Here, it's like just going to a drive-through at like Chick-fil-A or In-N-Out. They're so organized. That's what I love about them.
We're just waiting for the signal and where they're gonna put us. They normally do their events at Anaheim Convention Center, but this year they're putting this event here at LA Convention Center. All right, we're in. We're just trying to find our location now, our spot. There's a lot of nice and shiny cars right now.
So we are all done setting up. We actually have a cool spot here in the corner, and here is our setup right now. And here is our new titanium badging from JD Customs. There's that one. There's that one right there. We actually have a few cool stuff that we're debuting today too. So this was released from SEMA last year. So this didn't make it to the 2025. Also the Wagner tuning screen. Here is our display down there. And this is one of our newest suspension upgrade. It is our Rock Jock anti-sway bar trail arm, but it's all aluminum. Here is our new display right here. We just recently received that last week. And do we have anything new here? Oh yeah, we have our 3-inch pipings that's connected to the turbo. So you got the hot air and the cold air piping. Here is our new Mishimoto intercooler. It's not new no more, but we didn't debut this last year. So this is kind of new for this show, Oh, and this too, this GMRS radio, that's new. It was in at SPOCOM last year. And also our handheld radios too. This is our setup here.
All right, guys, we've already set up.
All right, so we're finished setting up, and what we're gonna do now is walk around and check out all the amazing builds here. It's about almost 12:30. They don't close the gate till 2 p.m. So we're just gonna do our best, and if there's a new car that comes in, we'll do our best to get that built. So let's walk around. We're gonna start in this row. So we got this nice dropped Subaru right here with the TEs, and then we actually see them a lot. This GR86 wide body, all carbon fibered out. Here's a nice Supra with the carbon fiber lip. Check out this nice STI. Look at the stance on this with the TE Vogue racing wheels. And here's a nice T Nissan right here with the Recaro seats with the Vogue racing wheels. And then here's a nice wide body Subaru right here, all carbon fibered out. And then check out this nice wide body Type R with the race bred front splitter. And then check out this nice wide body R32 here. Look at that, all titanium out. This is nice. Here's a nice Civic Type R, all carbon fibered out. Over here is a nice Subaru right here. Oh, look at the wrap here, all Marlboro out. That's cool. Check out this Civic hatch. Damn, look at the motor on this. And then check out this Civic hatch right here. Look at the turbo on this. This is crazy. He removed his tire right there. Look at that. Check out this nice wide body Subaru. It's all titanium. Out. Here's a nice Infinity right here. It's another nice Subaru right here. And then here's a nice classic Acura. It's another nice classic Acura here. And then here's a nice Subaru here. Carbon fiber engine cover. Look at this nice Mustang here. Oh, look at the size of that turbo there. Nice. And then check out their display. Look at this nice Nissan Z right here. And check out our friends Nissan Z right here. We see them a lot too in the car shows. We're now over here. Here's Gearhead Society vendor. Got this nice cool van here. And check out this nice all carbon fibered out charger here. Check out this nice see-through. Look at the see-through engine bay on this. Nice wide body Civic. Wide body Nissan here convertible. This is so cool. Look, the wrap here. This is so nice. Yeah, look at that. All Candyland out. Here's a nice Nissan. Check out this nice Subaru. And then here's a wide body Mustang. And oh, look at this convertible here. Interesting. Cool. Check out our friends Celica here with the Lambo doors at the auto fashion. Look at this nice wide body Tesla Model 3. Check out our friends Prelude here. Check out his wheels and carbon fiber mirror caps. And check out this wide body Mercedes Benz here. Nice. Check out our friends VIP Lexus right here. And check out this wide body Mustang. And we're here at the auto fashion booth, and they're still setting up some more booths here. Here's a nice bike, Milio tone wraps. Wow, check out this nice classic Porsche here. Wow, this is nice. And look at this nice F430 here. And then we have the Alpha Rex booth here. There are cool booth cars here. Here's a nice Civic Type R. What's up, bro? And there's a nice 4Runner. Now here on this part, wow, check out this nice Mazda truck here. That's so cool. Here's a nice classic wide body Skyline. Here's a nice hatchback here. And then there's a nice truck over here. And then, oh, they're doing a unveiling here later. Oh, this is by, I think, by Larry Chen. Right, so we have some more vendors here. And then check out this awesome build here from SEMA. Wow, oh, there's Freddie right there. It's one for auto fashion. Check out our friends, also VIP style Lexus. Here's Big Mike's Toyota from Japan. Look at that, right-hand drive with the Lambo doors. Here's a nice wide body Supra, and check out this nice Civic Type R. Oh damn, look at that, all carbon fiber out. Here's our friends Tesla here, wide body. And then here's our friends CRV. We see them a lot too in the car shows. Land Cruiser, see them a lot too. Check out this nice Mazda right here. Here's a nice drop Accord. Here's a nice Celica here, right-hand drive. And check out this awesome S2K, the Lambo doors. And check out this nice R32. We're now here on this part. We're now here at Team Elevate. Here's Gio's wide body Evo 10. And we see this Hyundai a lot too in the car shows. And then check out this nice Scion right here. That is so cool, all VIP'd out. Oh, we see them a lot too in the car shows. Here's a nice Camaro Supercharged. It's a nice wide body carbon fiber STI right here. Here's a nice clean Infinity. And then here's a nice BMW. Oh, wow, with the Aventuri intake. Oh, check out this right-hand drive car from Japan. That's so cool. And then check out this nice Scion here. All right, so we're now here on this row. Here's a nice wide body BMW here. Wow, look at the motor on that. That is clean. Here's our friends M4 right here. See them a lot too in the car shows. Wow, he removed his tires. Look at that brake system right there with the Brembo brakes. Here's our friends Infinity. Check out this nice GR Corolla. Man, all carbon fibered out. Check out this carbon fibered out Supra here. Here's a nice Audi Q3. Check out this clean R32. Here's a nice Lexus all carbon fibered out. And here's our friends Evo here with the Varis wide body kit. Here's a nice GR86 wide body carbon fibered out. And here's our friends Kia here. Look at this. Look at the carbon on this. That's so nice. Wide body. Look at his wheels, all carbon fibered out. So we're now here on this row at the Japanese Classic Car Show. Check out their nice classic cars here. This is so cool. Let's see if I could read the 1969 Toyota right here, guys. And we got this nice Porsche GT3 RS with the Jollibee hanging right there. Here's our friend's VIP style right here. Look at that, all carbon fibered out. Here's a nice S2K. Here's our friend's Lexus here. Check out this nice Subaru. We see them a lot too in the car shows. Check out this nice Mazda RX-7. Here's Stan Society booth. Check out this carbon fibered out Z right here. Look at that, all carbon fibered out. The new Nissan right here with some Nismo wheels. Subaru STI here. Wow, with carbon fiber wheels. And then check out this nice Corvette Z06 with delivery. Our friend's wide body M3. Look at that. Here's our friend's see-through engine bay right there. Type R. Check out this. Look at the paint job on this. Damn. Look at this Volkswagen Beetle 74. Nice. And then check out our friend's Miata. Check out this nice right-hand drive Supra. Here's a nice wide body Z here. Check out our friend's wide body Z right here. We saw him at the R1 concept booth in SEMA. Check out this Tesla here. Wow, look at the wheels, the interior, and check out the front right here. That is so cool. So we got some cars here on standby. They're still setting up, but here's our friends Mazda RX-7. We see them a lot too in the car shows. Here's our other friends wide body Infinity. Here's our friends wide body Tom's Supra here. Here's our friends FRS. Look at this nice wide body here. Here's our friends Varis Evo 10 right here. And check out this nice wide body 86. Here's our friends Infinity here. Oh my gosh, look at the engine on that, guys. That is crazy. And then check out this dropped Tesla here. And man, look at this Datsun here. This is crazy. Wow. The engine on this. So before we were just by ourselves there. Now we have a lot of cars coming in. And then we're now here on this row. Check out this nice seat here. And then here's another clean seat right here. Nice. Here's a nice Subaru. Wow, look at this two-door Subaru here. And then here's a nice Prius. And then here's a clean Datsun. And then here's a nice Toyota CHR drop. We're now here on this row. And check out this clean Subaru here, STI. We actually saw this in the last event. And here is ride seats. Here's a nice wide body Nissan. Here's a nice clean or GR86. Here's another booth here. Here's another vendor. Here's a nice clean BMW, a BMW M booth. Then we got some more cars rolling in. And then check out this nice classic Infinity. Then here's a nice Nissan. Now here at 742 Marketing or Race Wars. Here's a nice wide body Camaro. Here's our friend's M3 here. Man, look how clean that is. Oh, here's a nice cute setup. This nice Scion. Here's a nice Audi RS5. Here's Jace Racing booth right here. Hi. Hi. Here's a nice clean Type R with titanium exhaust. And here's a nice wide body S2K right here. Nice. And we got some more cars just waiting. Here's a nice R32. Check out this nice Infinity here. Oh, look at the engine bay on that. Here's our friend's Porsche 911. Here's our friend's Civic here. Look at the see-through hood right there. And then here's a nice clean station wagon. Here's a nice clean Type R. Nice engine bay. And then here's a nice wide body GR86. And then here's another clean GR86. Here's a nice drop Lexus. Here's our friends Tesla here. Carbon fiber wheels, and they're doing a revealing here this Honda Touch car K20 C1. Here's a nice Infinity. Here's a clean Mustang. Here's our friends Evo 10 here. Check out R1 Concepts truck here, guys. Look at this nice Tacoma, and here is their rear brakes. Here's another nice clean Tacoma here. Some box suspension. All right, here's our friend's Evo wagon here. Here's a nice Lotus. Here's a nice wide body Civic Type R. Here's a nice wide body Supra here. Out here on this part, look at this stance Mazda Miata. Here's a nice clean GR86. GR Corolla. Wow, look at this nice clean Infinity here. Look at that nice engine bay there. There's a nice Prius. There's a nice Evo 10. And here's a nice Subaru STI. So we're now here at S3 Suspension. We're here at Doghouse Garage. And here's their cool the Supra right here. Here's their booth right there. Hey, what's up? Their Integris, nice classic. Oh, here's a nice Civic coupe. Wow, look at the motor. Look at the headers on this. Nice. Here's a nice Civic hatch. And oh, damn. Here's a nice clean Datsun here. Man, look at the motor, the turbo. Check out this nice clean M4. Look at this all Audro kit out with the carbon fiber engine bay, HRE wheels. See them a lot in the car shows. And check out this clean M3 right behind it. HRE wheels, Toyo tires. Wow, nice clean interior. Oh, we actually saw this at the Audro Kit open house. Here's a nice clean Borla Mustang. And here is the sticker ticket. And check out this cool JDM Carboy here. That's so cool. And then we're here at the exciting car shop vendor. Here's a nice clean right-hand drive. Check out this cool Tesla here with a Duracell airbags. That is so cool. Wow, check out this nice classic Datsun here. See them a lot too in the car shows. Here's a nice clean Lexus here. Here's a nice clean Integra. Oh, here's another clean Integra here. Nice engine bay. Wow, look at this suspension. Oh, look who's coming in. Wow, that is so cool. A Liberty Walk Beyond. That is so cool with million tone wrap. And check out this nice clean Integra. And here's a nice clean Tundra with a carbon fiber hood. Here's a nice Tacoma with a cool purple wrap. Here's another Tacoma with the Baja design lights. Katana racing wheels and locked off-road wheels too with the bead locks. And there goes the cool wide body Liberty Walk Fiat. Check out this nice clean BMW. Here's a nice Supra and here's a drop Lexus. Check out this nice clean Supra. And we're now here at Mackin Industry or Race Wheels or Yokohama Wheels. And here is our wheels. And this is what they have. It's a nice GR. Here's a nice S2K. Here's Willwood brakes. We have their brakes. And here's their booth car. Look at this nice clean Porsche here. It was from SEMA at the Tread Pass. And we're now here at Liberty Walk. Huracan Liberty Walk. Here's a nice McLaren Liberty Walk. We actually saw this at SEMA. This is clean. I think this is a Nissan S15. And here is a GTR R35. Here's another clean R35 Liberty Walk. Here's a nice Aventador Liberty Walk. Oh, this is nice. And damn, look how dropped that is with the carbon fiber wheels. C8 Liberty Walk. Check out this Challenger here with a nice supercharger, tilt carbon seats. And we're now here at Diecast Talk. They're still setting up. And wow, they got some cool classic Land Cruisers here. Oh, this is nice. Oh, here's a nice Land Rover, all overland out. Here's a nice Lexus GX. Here's a nice Type R. Here's another clean Type R. And here is Limitless Auto. Now here at Adams Polishes. And wow, look at this booth here. This is clean. Oh, wow. Here's a nice clean Super right here. Oh my gosh, look at the engine bay on this. Nice. Then here's a nice Porsche GT4 right here. Wow, check out this Mercedes here. And wow, look at this RWB convertible Porsche. Damn, look at the wheels there. That's so cool. Here's a nice Porsche 911. Here's a nice Type R. Here's a nice S2K. And here's a clean Type R. Proper fitment. Oh, they got some cool shirts here. We got Fresh Links. Here's our friends Subaru. And then here's Republic. Here's our friends Mazda Miata. We see them a lot in the car shows, guys. There's this nice supercharger right there with the race wheels. Here's a nice Infinity. Here's a nice Lexus. Here's another clean Lexus. And here's our friends Lexus right here. So we're now here at the anti-gravity booth. We're still setting up. And we have Terminex. Here's their nice clean yellow Supra right hand drive. Here's a nice wide body Camaro. And here's a nice clean Tesla. Wow, look at the lighting on this. Leans Customs. It's their cool truck. And here's custom rugs. Oh, that is so cool. Okay, check out this vendor here. Here's their stuff that they're selling. They got the flag, DTR motoring, Blaze carbon ceramic. Here's their booth. There's a nice clean Porsche. Oh, here's a nice AE 86. Here's Mega Life batteries. Here's our friends Evo here. More vendors here. Here's Pennzoil. And check out this Mazda RX-7 all raced out from the canards, wide body. And then here's another RX-7 right here. Carbon fiber front lip, the canards. So we're now here at the MDR Industries. Here's a nice clean Type R. Here's a nice another Type R. Hey, here's another Type R, another clean Type R. And here's a nice Acura, this Batman Subaru here, and then here's a nice Z. And check out this vendor here. Look at all this cool artwork. That's so cool. And look at this nice matted Aston Martin. Oh wow, look at this Mustang. Carbon fiber front bumper, and he got the fenders, nice wheels. And we're here at Curva Concepts, and here's all their wheel setup. GR86, nice with the wide body. Here's a nice Subaru hatch with the wide body. Here's another vendor here. Here's a nice VIP Camry. Here's a matted Subaru. Oh, here's our friends Civic Type R. See him a lot too in the car shows. Look at his engine bay right there and his display. Check out our friends Acura Type S. Nice engine bay there. Here's a nice clean Supra with a nice titanium. And here's our friends on the Element here. Look how cool that is. With the light bar too. Here's a nice clean hatch. Here's a nice classic Integra. Here's a Mazda hatch. And look at this clean yellow Type R. Here's a nice Miata. And here's a clean Honda S2K. And we're here at Bad Influence. And here's a nice Lexus LC500. Here's a nice classic M3. Wow, look at this nice classic drop Mercedes. Here's another nice classic Mercedes. Here's a nice Infiniti. Here's a nice Lexus drop. Here's a nice GR86. And we're here at Superstar. And then here's a nice Eclipse. Oh, it's funny because from Fast and the Furious. And here's our friends Type R. Here's a nice hatch. All right, here's the vinyl shop. We have private label. Oh, here's a nice Prelude here. Here's a nice Type R drop. Here's True Heart, D2 Racing. Oh wow, look at this Chaser here. Look at the stance on this. Here's Zendo. Here's our friend's booth right here. Here's all the products that they have. Oh, there's the owner right there. So besides Zendo, look at this nice clean Acura NSX here with the Volt Racing wheels. Here's Lakeway Molly. And then, wow, look at this M5 station wagon. Wow, this is the first time I've seen one here at Too Sleek booth. Here's their booth car here. And here's their products. Here's a nice Tacoma. And check out this nice Infiniti. Here's a nice Evo 9. Here's a nice clean Miata. Nice M4. Some like BBS wheels. Here's a clean M3. Here's another clean M3. Oh, with Recaro carbon seats and a roll cage. We're here at Donuts and Wheels. All right, guys. So we're now here at Team Garage Live. And check out this nice classic wide body Mercedes Benz here. Look at that engine swap right there. That's crazy. See this car a lot. Look at that with the air jacks right there. Damn, look at the motor on that. Here's our friend's wide body Supra. Here's our friend's NSX. Here's our friend's nice Baris BRZ. And here's our friend's wide body Supra here, Audro Kit. And here's our friend's Supra here. Look at this, the engine bay, crazy. And here's our friend's Honda S2K with the Baris kit, carbon fiber. Damn, that's nice. And then here is our friend's S15 here, guys. Look how crazy that is with the engine swap, with the turbo, carbon fiber fenders. Check out this nice lowered Lexus, clean VIP right-hand drive. Wow, look at the stance on this Scion. Clear culture. Here's their product here. Here's our friends, the mobile print shop.
Oh
Here's
no.
a nice clean
Oh no.
R35. Here's another clean R35. This one's all carbon fibered out. Here's roasted clutch coffee. Here's a nice clean R32. Look at this wide body Dodge here, guys. Here's the Vindicated.
This guy right here.
Oh, shoot.
Oh my God.
Camaro here with the Lambo doors. Nice wide body. Clean wide body AE86. And then here's a nice clean Miata. And here's another clean Miata here. All right, so we got more people coming in. Here's a nice convertible Lexus LC500. Wow, all carbon fibered out. And look at this clean Century. See him a lot in the car show. Here's a nice classic Mercedes Benz. Nice Dodge right here. Mercedes here with the Lambo doors. Wow, check out the display on this. Wow, look at this Cadillac here. Here's our friends Ford. Here's another vendor here. Here's a nice clean Type R. Here's another clean Type R. Here's another clean Type R. Here's a nice white one. And then here's another Type R here. Here's a clean STI. Here's another clean STI. And here's a nice Ford. All right, so we're now here on this row. Here's a nice Ford ST. Wow, look at this raced out Integra here. Here's a nice Evo 9. Here's a nice clean Civic hatch. Here's a nice RSX. Here's a nice clean Infiniti. Here's a nice clean Ford Focus. Here's a nice clean M3. Oh, here's a nice stock right-hand drive RX-7. And here's a nice clean M3. Here's a nice clean Integra. Wow, look at the motor on this. Here's a nice clean Civic hatchback. Here's a nice clean Subaru. Here's a nice Subaru here, wagon. Here's another clean STI. It's a clean Acura. Here's a nice clean M3. The carbon fiber front lid, the lights. And here's a nice Alfa Romeo here. Quadrifoglio with the carbon fiber sides. And wow, look at the rear on this. This is clean. And here's a nice Volkswagen GTI. Oh wow, look at this nice BMW wagon with the trumpets. Look at this nice clean Audi right here. Look at that, all carbon fiber out. And then check out this STI here. Look at that with the Varis white body kit. Here in the States, check out this nice clean Supra. Another nice yellow Integra here. Here's a nice R35. Here's a nice clean Infiniti here. Wow, look at the engine bay on that. Here's a nice clean Integra. So we're now here in the last row. Here's a nice clean Integra. It's a nice GR. Here's a nice Neon. And wow, look at this S15 here. Look at the motor on this. Nice. The BBS wheels. This nice Nissan right here. And then here's another Nissan. And these are the last two cars all on this row. Now heading back to our row, and oh my gosh, there's already a lot of cars parked there. So let's go check out all the cars that parked beside us. Check out this nice Prius, and then we have another car that just arrived. Here's a nice Nissan. Here's a nice Audi. Here's another Audi right here. Oh, we got some more Audis here. Here's another clean Audi. Oh, here's a nice wide body Audi right here. Here's a nice Volkswagen GTI. Clean M2. Here's a Type R. Here's a nice Supra. Here's a nice clean Lexus. Here's our friend's Celica right here with a supercharge. And here's a clean Subaru. Here's a Type R. Nice GR right here. Here's a nice Tacoma. Here's another clean Tacoma. Here's a nice GR86. Here's a nice Kia. Here's another GR86 right here. And then here's a nice wide body Evo. Here's a clean GR86. And here's a nice Nissan Silvia right here. Now here on the last row, check out our neighbors. Here's a nice Dodge. Here's a nice Challenger. Here's another clean Challenger right here. Oh, look at that. All carbon fibered out. Here's a clean Camaro. Here's another Camaro here. Here's a nice Chevy. Here's a clean Kia. And our last car, a nice Honda Accord. All right, guys. So we got the beef bowl and the pork bowl over there at the food court. Mexican food bowl. Oh my gosh. It's so delicious. All right, guys. Truly a blessing from God. We got first place best truck. So he's going to get it. Truly a blessing, guys. Wow. Glory to God. Glory to God. Oh my gosh. Wow. That is so cool. That is so nice. Truly blessed. Looks like everyone is rolling out of here. And it is traffic right now.
All right, guys.
All right.
Here's our trophy right there.
It barely fits.
I know.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah. So we're already packed up.
Buckled.
and
ready to go.
ready to go. So we just wanted to give glory to God
Amen.
for this amazing trophy and amazing award again today. So yeah, we're just truly blessed and honored, and we are actually also thankful to the judges that saw our build.
Yes, and judged our build.
Mhm. So yeah, so it's another great event. So now we are heading home.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
So when we got back in our Bronco, damn, we got 2 free hats from Willwood and 2 free T-shirts from Willwood Brakes.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Damn, this is wow, blessing. Thank you.
Thank you.